Hello, people that enjoy this campaign of ours. We have a pretty amazing thing today. We have 6 players, one of which had to drop out right before we started live streaming this. And Misty, who is back in player's sake, though character, same with Still Life, the person that dropped out before we started streaming. Both their characters aren't actually with the party right now, so they can't do much, but they're here in player. And I will do the party first, and then I'll transition on to Still and Misty whenever they come into the picture, whether that's this session or next, or some other time. Either way. Last time, you rambunctious lot decided, let's go try and fix a radio tower. You got there were Steel Rangers, they wanted your car, so you drove away with them lacklusterly following behind. There were 4 Steel Rangers, 2 in power armor, that did try and follow you a while. They eventually just faded into the foliage and ambient wasteland, but they did follow you for a good bit. So, you're back at the hole and everything. What are you guys doing?
That could have gone better.
Indeed. Probably grease up their legs, make them move faster. Also, why are we heading back to this place? This place sucks. Let's go elsewhere.
They agreed to pay us for our services.
Well,
caps are caps, and we're going to need money if we're going to be able to buy and sell things and better equip ourselves for what may be to come.
But why are we coming back here if we haven't completed the tasks that you agreed to do?
Well, if the radio tower is at the moment off limits to us because we need to figure out a way to get past those soldiers, there's still the quest in the tunnels that we can take care of.
What quest in the tunnels?
The one given by the mayor to check on a friend of theirs, and find out where the Enclave are getting into the city and shut them out.
This definitely sounds like a problem for her to deal with, not for us. Just saying.
Aren't y'all mercenaries?
I'm a merchant.
You're an adventurer that's basically a mercenary and a half.
No, I'm not an adventurer. I'm a merchant. My bodyguards just happen to be really bad at their jobs.
I need you to stop and just take a look at the menagerie of fuckery around you. You're an adventurer.
No.
Even if you're not an adventurer, you're in a party with adventurers. So you're going to have to get used to this. I didn't want to have to do this kind of stuff either, but this is the
Then why do you keep agreeing to it?
Because this is the wasteland, and I learned a long time ago that even though I don't want to, sometimes I have to.
Because money.
We could literally just go elsewhere. That's an option.
Then tell me this: every single place that we've gone to that's tried to give us some kind of work to do, you've always been saying we can go elsewhere. Well, if we're constantly going elsewhere, we're not getting anything done. We're not getting any caps in to be able to afford things.
Hey. I think you should be asking yourself a different question. What is your goal in life? Mine is to not die. That's why I like to keep moving. Because every time we go someplace, they want to kill us or threaten to kill us.
They weren't threatening to kill us in mud.
Yeah, and I really wasn't pushing for us to leave there, was I? You wanted to leave there. That's on you.
Because we had places to go, and we still had to figure out how to take this benefactor down for keeps. And unfortunately, they didn't have much information there.
Look, our company, our little group, our company took a job, and we should try and see it out.
All right, we'll try things your way a little bit, and then when we all die, I get to tell you I told you so.
And besides, I faintly recall everyone dumping the role of leader onto me. So I've been trying to act out that role to the best of my abilities. So, shall we try and take care of the jobs that we've been assigned? Get paid.
Sure, but I'm sure you can you're already expecting me to bitch the entire time.
Yeah.
Honestly, I might be in a bitchin' mood because, even if we took the job, no one told us it was a Steel Ranger outpost.
That is.
They mentioned some Steel Rangers had been in the area.
Yeah, but not that they had set up shop over by the radio towers.
Yeah, my little pea shooters I whipped together here aren't made to punch through that sort of armor.
I'm afraid that without Misty with us, that we don't have enough firepower to take care of something that heavy duty.
No, actually, I do, but I needed more time to set it up, and I need ammunition for it.
Yeah, I'm good to go against power armor, but, I'm only one Griffin.
And me, I'm a doctor, not a soldier. I'm not exactly the best equipped for combat here. So, it's either the tunnels or heading on south to take care of the slavers down there.
Well, I do have a bounty job, but we should probably check
the slavers are back near and past mud, so that would be around a week's travel. Maybe 3 days if you took the car and drove with gas and everything. That's about a week's travel. If you were to go and do slavers right now.
Man, this is a huge island.
I suggest we check out the tunnels first, and then see if we can look for any slavers.
Right. After we get the tunnels done and get paid by the mayor for that job, we can then worry about the slavers and save the Steel Rangers for last. Once we've hopefully gotten enough equipment together to and possibly some more pony power to deal with them better. So, shall we be off to take care of business then?
Sure. By the way, you should probably keep some eyes out for some Energon crystal packs. We're gonna need them.
I have a character. What I get from the match weapons, I think go see them.
What? Sorry,
Um,
I was kind of just out.
From last session, the rat scorpions I killed.
There were 2 young ones, and I believe that is 1 chitinous plate and 1 red scorpion meat per.
What was the first one? I didn't hear you.
1 chitinous plate and 1 red scorpion meat per young red scorpion, and you killed 2 of them. So
Yeah, got some duplicate tokens on this map.
yes, you do, because I forgot I had those there. Well, your alternate selves have been deleted from existence. You're welcome. He's like a Thanos snap.
Okay, since I don't remember from the last session, which tunnel leads to check on the mayor's friend, the Minotaur? What was it, the south or the east tunnel?
Let me check some things, because there are a few tunnels. Let's see which one this is. All the way down through here. This is difficult. I'm thinking. I named these maps in a really dumb way, and I wish I didn't. Sorry for the momentary wait. I'm trying to figure out where things are.
Yeah, it seems like
I believe it's the south. I believe it's the south tunnel.
So
it's just that my maps, I named them weirdly.
Okay, so our first stop will be going down the south tunnels to check on the mayor's friend, who hasn't been heard from recently. And also try and be careful. Apparently there are some parasprites down there, and we don't want to stir up the nest. So
lovely.
So things like loud noises which the mayor acquainted to starting up an earth mover, or just try not to touch anything without checking to make sure it won't make a lot of noise first, Tater Tot.
Then we might want to wait about 10 minutes while I change out my battle saddle here. And if you give him about 8 minutes, he'll take off his battle saddle, remove the taped together guns, and put on a pair of energy rifles onto it.
How are we doing on food?
Oh, we have lots.
Until you all, like, I'm saying, like, 1 food and 1 water per person per day, and until you all get really low, I'm not gonna have you all worrying about that. Like, buying and selling your...
handout in their shit in the car. I've been leaving a bunch of supplies in the car that anyone can kind of access, and that does include a good amount of food. Not so much drink, though. You should be able to edit that list if you take any of it.
Right, I can cook some of that out. Just want to say in advance because Jean has the carnivore flaw, meaning they can only.
Well, fortunately, there's a little bit of meat in there.
And it's also why I've been hunting.
Right.
Alright. I have moved you all to the appropriate map, I believe. Yeah, I mean, I believe I moved everyone to the map. And walking in, it's a very cave-like area, being in a tunnel. There are some bridges across a stream of water, some rail tracks going throughout the place, a few ponies off in a side room, and a big congregation, in every sense, of ponies that are most of them are covered in only white, having white manes, white clothing, white coats, and one of them is up on a table preaching about the light.
Oh, great. Please tell me it's not another cult.
You think ponies would be less crazy now that the sun is back?
No. They get even crazier because they can see. Seek the truth.
Alright, let's...
One of the ones that isn't in much white just has a white helmet from like a motorcycle. It's a motorcycle helmet, basically. And it's white. I'll pass a glance towards you all, kind of looking somewhat disgusted, and ignore you.
Let's get moving then, shall we?
Shit, I might be just with some. Is anyone singing? I don't hear anyone.
Kai, you might not be able to hear anyone because you're deafened.
If he's deafened, then he can't hear you say that.
That's true.
You should type it out for him.
Yeah.
How about now?
Oh, just. Oh, there you go. What the hell?
Testing, testing.
Guess I must have accidentally pressed the button since it's next to a push to talk.
Right. Well, shall we get moving before the hellhounds descend on us?
Wait, what? Hellhounds?
We're in a tunnel. It's going to happen.
Oh, I thought I missed this.
I'm chuckling because I do have a hellhound character, so...
Yeah, you think I'm joking. Let's honestly get moving.
Okay.
That's both in character and out of character.
Mhm. You might have to remind me on the directions, since I don't exactly have them committed to memory.
Out of character, I think they were very vague. And in character, Tater Tot had GTFO'd because, being threatened with execution. One of the reasons he doesn't like any of the leaders of these towns.
Yeah, it seems like the vast majority of town leaders we come to out in these parts are all assholes.
Yep.
So far, Mud is the one notable exception.
Yeah, they were pretty alright in there.
Mm-hmm. Well, when I spend most of the days working on saving their leader, I'd like to think that would ingratiate us at least a little bit.
Probably. And then you go around and buy slaves afterwards, so...
Note, we did not pay 1 cap for them.
Bartering is still a way to purchase.
Mm-hmm.
The most ancient and noble way of purchase, actually.
Yep. And
Prostitution.
And we did set them free immediately after we got out.
Yes, but you still bought a slave, and that's all they care about here. Still curious on how she found that out.
We can ask her once we're done. Once we're done with the quest.
Probably pick a tunnel.
I guess we start with the south tunnel, unless there was some part of those vague directions that I could be reminded of.
I'm just going to be looking up my Shocking with Dragon's Breath rounds right now.
I might want to do that while moving, because I think we're leaving you behind.
Yeah, I can fly behind it.
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the friend we were looking for the mayor was a Minotaur, right?
Yeah, I know. Also, I think our GM AFK'd without letting us know.
Shit, are we going to end up in the labyrinth?
Yeah, I think that's what's happening. Out of character.
And I didn't bring my breadcrumbs.
Voice connected is just being dumb on Discord, sorry. If you want to go cave diving and try and figure it out, if you want to go cave diving and try and find a path, you can. Or I can spend a minute trying to figure out the exact path, and I'll just tell you, like, after trial and error, you go this way.
That's convenient.
That would help. Plus, it'd save us a lot of time just wandering about.
Yeah, because that would get really annoying really fast, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
And,
So, give
if
me
we
a
decide,
minute and I will find the path.
yeah, I'll just for marching order, Gene should probably be in the front because of shotgun and dragon's breath.
I agree with this.
Also, I have a flashlight not on my weapon, so
Oh, that's helpful. Tater Tot's just carrying a lantern.
Pip buck
I
light.
think in the most groups we get by on unicorn light.
Which, actually isn't that big of a radius, I've been finding out in my games. But then again, most of my players take spread thin, which really weakens the power of all their spells.
Alright. I named my maps really weird, and I have no clue why I did this. But it's based on what direction the tunnel's going. Like, so you could have a west tunnel, like west 2 interior, have a further tunnel that goes even further west, and then there's a tunnel that goes and turns around, turning east, and goes to east 8, because I already had an E7 somewhere else, and I don't know why I named it like that, so give me a
Sounds like
second.
you were going for a Lost Woods sort of thing here.
Anyone reminded of that one scene from DBZA? So West Town's to the north.
Yeah.
Yeah.
South. And West City is also to the east. Where the fuck am I?
It sounds painful. It sounds painful, and I love it. Alright, I figured it out, because that analogy that I was using is actually the exact tunnel that you need to go through. Because convenience.
So the south tunnel
The
is it?
path,
Go ahead.
you go south, you go to where you're at currently,
Mm-hmm.
then to West Tunnel 2, then to West Tunnel 3, then to East 8, then to East 9. It's convoluted, and I don't know why I did that.
All right.
I will move your tokens as a group, because that is so much easier to do.
So we'll just
And I
do
think I'm going to move your all's tokens back, because highlighting them all made me also highlight the arrow and the West Tunnel 2 title. And I was going to copy all of that, and I don't want to do that.
It seems the only player that's missing now is Frostbite.
The bat's always with you, unless I say otherwise. I just don't have the token for some reason.
That's because it was left at the entrance to the far right.
Well, that's not good.
We're leaving him behind.
Alright.
Can't keep up.
You know what? Actually, I think we really should leave them behind, because they're the explosives expert, and we're going in confined space.
Good
where loud
point.
noise is supposed to be bad.
Yeah.
They can protect the car.
They sit outside in the car flipping through magazines.
All right. That'll do.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Only the finest in literature, of course.
I believe I have Fog of War on, and you can't see other than what's in the cave. Am I correct?
You have to move us to the map that you're trying to show us.
It is right. I forgot that moving the player's tab book thing doesn't work, because I have you all individually moved. And I don't like the fact that I made that decision, but at the same time it makes
Do you want me to quickly see if I can turn that off for you?
Yeah, can you try?
Alright, rejoining as GM. Just warning you guys, I now have unlimited power. But far less power than I have in my own games, because he doesn't have those things I do. Alright.
Oh,
Oh god,
well,
Tater Tot has
frick
become
is
the
this map?
Senate.
I have it in my list of maps, and I can't find it.
All right, I found out how you do it. So you click and drag their little image on the map to the player's bookmark thing. When you do that, there's two yellow lines that'll show up on either side of the player's bookmark, and we let go. It dissolves their individual. You get what I'm saying?
You strip their individuality. Got it.
Yes.
You do that for everyone's. Done it for most of them already.
Yes. I think I've done that to everyone. I'm just quickly searching to make sure that you don't have someone on a separate map.
Yep.
Misty is still on the South 1 map.
Oh, I literally couldn't see theirs because they have that see-through
I
one.
know it's invisible. It just fades away.
That default one.
Cool and annoying.
Alright, rejoining as player. I've given up my godlike powers.
I would have taken them from you eventually anyways.
Okay, I can see on this map just fine.
I know, but I have Fog of War hiding the outside of the cave because I have tokens and stuff stashed there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, forgot route.
Dog. Where is you? There is you. Blah. Move to back. There we go. Alright. You walk in, there is a griffin, who I'm going to move a little bit further in. He's not all the way in the main cave auditorium area, but he's here. He has some sandbags and whatnot set up, as well as a just simple service rifle, nothing too fancy. And he will stop you going forward because of a few bloat sprites that are flying around inside.
Well, hopeless. Better
There
turn
are
around.
only 4 that you can see, and they seem to be minding their own business still.
What seems to be the problem?
Some mole rat came out earlier and disturbed a few of the bloat sprites. They've been flying around, not wanting to go back in their nest for a minute.
I need to get through here. We've been given a task by the mayor to check on a Minotaur a friend of theirs who hasn't reported in a while.
Okay. Well, are you all any good at sneaking around, moving quietly and whatnot? Because you may be able to just get through if you do that. He lives just around the corner from where we're at right now. Go around this loop, down the tunnel with the zebra and pinkish pony in it, and there is some more tunnels down through there. They'll give you the directions in exact, and yeah, I'll be telling you where you're going anyways.
Is burning the nest an option?
Is
Burning the nests.
burning not an option?
Yep.
I believe you said, is burning not an option? You could burn them, yes. Fire exists. They don't have fire. You have dragon's breath rounds. You have fire.
So I guess the question is, would that be a wise choice?
I imagine only a few of us are stealthy in this group, and I'm not one of them.
Yeah, we're not exactly a stealthy bunch.
Well, you all have some fire-esque weaponry
I
of
do.
some sort. Alright, well, you have a shotgun, so I'm going to assume it's some sort of dragon's breath.
Yep.
Well,
I can turn their nests into itty bitty pieces.
how so?
I got plenty of grenades.
Oh,
The last time we set off an explosive, whenever the first hive fell through, it made another few hives fall out of the ceiling. They're all bunched up in there. Most of them are dormant and just don't bother coming out from up there. But any of the little clusters of hive that come down through here seem to
Never said it
just
was a
stick
good idea.
around and annoy us.
Any Molotrots?
No, I drank all of those.
I am out of the materials needed to make some.
That's unfortunate.
I mean, we also have energy
Wow.
weapons, so the settlers do.
Yeah, I'd say we collectively have enough firepower to, if we have to worry about it, we can take care of a few bloat sprites.
Well, just if you do go in and start shooting, try not to hit the nest. We won't want to disturb any more of them on their way they're sleeping or anything and making any more of them come out.
Well, if
They'll
we're
do
going
it
to shoot,
they'll come out eventually, but if we can help it.
I
So.
figure that'd be the point of burning the nests. You know.
I've seen at least 2 of the bloat spreads be very highly radiated. So burning the nest, decent idea. Though it's probably gonna alert some of the other nests and make a bunch of them fly out. So you'd have to burn like at least 2 of them and gun down the rest of them.
Psst, Barry.
What is it?
This is the part where you ask how much for us to do that.
Of course.
If you want to do that. If we don't, then don't bring it up.
Well, I like to try and involve the party a little bit in these things. What do you all say? Should we try to do it?
Oh, I believe we'll die horribly if we try it.
Well, we're gonna have to go back through here anyway on the way back. And you know, we're not really sneaky, so we're probably gonna have to fight these things.
I see your point. If we're gonna have to fight them anyway, might as well get paid for it, right?
Yep.
All right. How much would it be
If
for
you
us
do-
to take care of this little extermination problem?
Mm-hmm. 10 caps per bloat sprite you all get rid of? I think that's fair. Though, if you want me and some of the others, because there are people in each of these tunnels leading off from the main area. They're stationed here, making sure the hive doesn't go anywhere.
I was gonna say how much for each hive destroyed or nest.
Well, there's a smaller one in the back that I'd give 35 for, but these two bigger ones up front here, 50. 60 if it doesn't cause too much of a disturbance and sends a bunch of them out before they catch on fire.
But if we kill them, then we get the bounty for them.
Yeah. 10 caps per bloat sprite, 35 for the small hive, 50 to 60 for the big hives. And please just don't make any more hives fall to the ceilings. Don't throw any explosives, and yeah, I think that's about it. Don't get any of the people guarding the other tunnels killed.
Mm-hmm. We'll try our best not to. It's also a good thing that our explosives specialist is waiting in the car.
That is a good thing. He will let you buy, if you so, for whenever you go in, to deal with bloat sprites.
Alright, shall we get started then?
I will bring up the turn order thing. There it is. The bloat sprites are unaware, so your first attack will count as a sneak attack. And then I'll roll all their initiatives.
Right.
Well, actually, no, I'll just roll their initiatives now and I'll have nothing. I believe sneak attack is ×2.
No. A successfully sneaking character who attacks an unaware target gains a +30 bonus to the attack, as well as a 20% chance of critical hit. Found on page 226
All right. Well, factor that in.
Wasteland spread. Sorry.
It's fine. Since these bloat sprites are all unaware of your all's existence, I'm going to count it as, like, first attack is sneak attack. So apply the benefits and whatnot as stated. It's just the first attack overall. If you kill one of them, that's still your first attack, and you won't be able to sneak attack the others. This is per player.
Okay, so looks like we just need Gene to roll.
Oh, right.
Turn. I will put it in descending order here in a moment.
I kind of like how the order of rolls went this time. The two combat-focused ones went first. The one with the dragon fire rounds, or whatever they're called, is the one who's the absolute first, and the less combat-oriented ones are the ones that go after. With Tater Tot being the one that's the least interested, is the one who's going last.
I mean, if I have to say you, I guess I will.
So do the hives themselves count as targets that have their own HP?
Yes. I just have to finish adding turns. The hives don't get a turn because they're just there. They're a stagnant object. So. But they do have health and... I messed up that command. There we go. And that is nice. 17 and one last growth spike until possibly more come in if you disturb the nest. Eight, and that is a 15. They all rolled pretty good. Descending. Goat Sprite is unaware of your existence and doesn't care. So is that one. So is that one. Gene, you're up first.
Right, I'll move ahead of everyone. So. So I target the blue sprite or the hive first?
I don't think you can sneak attack the hive, so you probably want to use that bonus to hit these little bastards. Because they're small size.
Yeah, you can't sneak attack them. You can't sneak attack dirt.
Alright, the closest blue sprite. Point blank, so plus 15. Both my bonuses should be taken into account for this. At 112 damage.
Alright.
I think it's dead.
You know, something with 37 HP and only 2 DT versus 112 damage, it definitely lives. It is immortal. It has 100,000 HP. No, it's dead.
Well, hey, it gets triple DT.
Yeah, triple DT.
Yeah, for the rest of you guys, I get 2d damage, a 2d10 damage against the targets I take a bounty on, and another 2d10 against wildlife.
Yeah, those bonus ones really add up. I have a character in a game I run that has those and more. I think he managed to get an extra 5d10 against a single target once.
So do we only get like a one round this turn since it's a surprise thing, or do I get another action?
You do not get another surprise attack because the bullet sprites now know that, hey, at least this guy is here because he just killed one of us.
Alright.
The other players that cannot they'll get attack.
Alright, no sneak attacks then. I'll just unload one more round into the hive.
Oh, and that would have been a critical.
Still damn good
And-
damage. Consistent.
Yep. How much fire damage does it take for how many turns?
2d10 for 3 turns. I will say take off the last 2 dice for that. Make it 99. Because technically a nest isn't wildlife.
Yeah, that's not wildlife. So 99 damage versus something I don't have a token for, so give me a second. I have the perfect token for this.
No, I was just rejoining as GM to make you a token.
Well, I was going to put a fridge as the token.
That's an interesting choice.
Well, it's the first thing I had. The other choice is a screaming starlight.
You really like by starlight images.
It's perfect.
Hold on. Download. Upload.
Alright, so this first one had 99 damage dealt to it, and I'll have you roll the burning damage whenever your turn comes back around.
Oh, there we go.
That's better.
And oh, that works. Yeah, that works much better.
Probably should get rid of the fridges underneath them then.
And so we have some battle music.
Nah, there's fridge type. I just noticed the random thing in the fog of war that you just put. I approve.
So we have battle music, and I deliberately placed it outside of the fog of war so everyone can see it.
Well. If we want battle music, I could turn on a song.
Don't forget the zebra with the pip buck.
Then turn on your-
Yes, that makes. Yes, you haven't turned on your radio, like, at all in this game. Or if you have, you haven't told me.
No, I haven't. I've have had EFS on pretty much the whole damn time, but not so much the radio. Although, though, if Tater Tot were to bug me to put the radio on for fight music, I could.
No, you wanted things to be quiet. I'm not going to bug you for that. Out of character, I'm going to play my own fight music while this is going on, unless he plays something.
Yeah, well, yeah, when you're wandering around.
Like in the songs we have. The songs in here don't look like fight music; they just look like background music. I know.
I think that's most of it here. I'll upload some battle music for you.
I want those two good fun some fight.
Just make sure that stays for you, because don't forget, I have to worry about copyright stuff when I put this up on YouTube.
Yep, I'm aware. I'm not going to throw anything that is copyrighted.
I'm not going to hear it anyway since I'm just plugged into this.
All right. So, as you all are sitting here, well, as June chambers a shot and I presume ends your turn?
Yep.
Alright. Mashed is your move. And you cannot shoot through your allies. Just saying. So you can't hide back here and
Yeah,
shoot.
no, don't worry. They taught me. They made sure to hammer that into us back in basic.
I mean, you can if you have armor-piercing rounds.
I'd like to save
You can't
those
safely...
I'd like to save those for those Steel Ranger so-and-sos. Replace so-and-so with, the cuss word of your choice.
The cuss word of your choice that won't get me banned.
Exactly.
Oh, then I can't use that one.
I'm just saying, in your own head, replace so-and-so with whatever you want. I don't want to ever be banned from Twitch.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
Alright, so let me double check here. Okay, all of them are short range. So I'm gonna go for the one to the north.
All right. 59 versus 69, that's a hit. 91, that's a miss. 70, that's a miss.
What's their size? Because remember, for being smaller, we have a penalty to hit them.
They are -1, I believe. Actually, I think it's on their token. Let me just
It should
check
be,
that
if
right
they're
now.
the tokens I made.
Yes, they are the tokens you made.
Okay.
Also, thank you for making these. These things are great.
I know.
Alright.
Let's see. Bullet sprites should be a -1, so we would have a -15 to hit them. Which means that you're actually...
First one's a miss.
Your last one's the only hit.
-2.
Oh, wait. But your first attack is considered a sneak attack. That gives you a plus... hold on. That gives you a +30 bonus to hit. So you actually have a overall +15 on your skill. So you're actually rolling against an 84.
Okay, I need to remember to add that option into this macro.
Also, if you're using a short-ranged weapon or something like that, getting up close will give you an accuracy.
Well, I've moved as close as I can in one move action.
So, specifically, how many shots hit with the new math revelations having been reached?
3 of them hit. Everyone but the second one would have hit.
All right. Roll your damage for those. I'm going to have the miss being a 91 miss.
The damage
Even with, like,
already rolled.
buffs and things. Oh, well, I'm not scrolled that far. Oh. Brain dirt, okay?
Deep.
Your miss... Your miss did not hit the bullet sprite, obviously. It hit the hive, though, and I'm going to have a bullet sprite come out. Let's see which one. Roll a 1d5 to see which of the 5 bullet sprites come out. This specific hive.
Here, I got you. 2.
Number 2. Alright. there is now another one out here on the field. And I'm going to add his turn.
The important question is the first one dead?
I believe yes, because that's a 22 right there, plus a 14, and then a 18, and they only have 37 health and 2 DT. So yes, I believe he is dead. And that's just like your bottom 2 damage. So I'm not even counting the one at the very top, but with it, it is certainly dead.
Oh, as a heads up for the NPC tokens that I'm making, I'm about halfway through the book.
All right, good. But yeah, that boat sprite is long gone. He is donezo, dead. Out for the count. And I need to move this one up to his brethren. Right here. Above Tater Tot, not below him. Oh my god, this boat spread token is being stupid. Alright, there we go. Anything else in your turn?
Well, I've got enough AP for... Got enough AP for one more shot, so let's take out the newcomer.
Alright. Is that with the penalties of them being -2
Out.
added on? They're size -2, which puts a penalty of
15, you said.
I thought that was size -1.
I thought they were size -1.
No, these are size -2.
You said there was minus they were -1 before.
Page 226, Wasteland Survival Guide. Size -1, sprite bloat sprite, or baby dragon.
Let's see.
Oh.
In the Gilded Cage, it has their updated stats. Remember that Wasteland Survival Guide is the first edition, and things that come after supersede it. Alright, a standard
I'm just reading
is
what's
size
on.
-2. And so -2 is actually a -30% to hit them, so... Okay.
Just re-roll that with the corrected bonus, because I'm an idiot. Or do you just want to subtract?
Sure.
All we have to do is subtract, but it just means that, oh, you don't have the sneak attack bonus anyways.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. What else is new?
Well, hey, that 9 definitely hits.
Let's see. Math.
Well, okay, so assuming it's a -45 to correctly account for everything. No, that would work. Fuck. Yeah,
Well, here.
it's the last one.
84 minus 45 is 39. So you'd be rolling versus 39.
So the
Yeah.
last one hit.
And which one is the one that you targeted? Because you said one of them was dead, was right?
Yeah, I targeted the newcomer.
Okay. And I just want to make sure I don't lose
Alright.
track of who's dead and who's not.
So the one directly above Masher is Artot. The one to
Alright.
the left
So
of that
that's
is
now
hit. So the saving grace, did any of them actually hit the hive?
uh
Or
yes.
by
I
happenstance?
will say that your first one hit the hive, and the other two missed, but your first one hit the hive, did some damage. Also, roll a 1d4 for another Probe Sprite popping out of that hive.
Although, question though, did those missed hits still do damage to the hive?
That's what we
The
just
first
figured
one. The
out.
other two missed the hive as well.
Alright, just double checking.
Four. All right, this is the one then.
Shisa?
You see a glowing float sprite pop out of the hive. And you end your turn?
I'm out of AP, so yes.
Barry, it is your turn. I am adding a glowing bullet sprite to the turn list.
Okay, minus 15 for a movement action. Moving right next to Tater Tot. Popping Sats, which I actually remembered this time. Because of my integrated targeting system, I can now activate Sats for free.
And it can negate their entire size penalty.
Mm-hmm. So I take aim at the glowing bloat sprite, and it's 20. If I remember correctly, it's 20 AP for my recharger rifle. Yep, 20 AP. I forgot to add an ammo counter there. So, I'll take 3 shots. And
Can you ping the one you were shooting?
the glowing one.
All right. 26 mu.
Oh, oh wait, never mind. I don't have that upgrade yet.
So, how wrong is your math?
No, my math should be spot on, because it's minus 30 to hit these guys, and Sats eliminates up to 30. I was thinking about the I was thinking about the DT, and I forgot that I don't have the mod that ups the DT ignored. So it should be accurate.
It ignores 2 DT, and it died in the... Let's see, unless it has more DT than its brethren. Nope, it does not. So, it died in the first 2 hits.
First 2 hits? Okay.
Yep.
And since since the weapon went and jammed on me on that third hit, nothing went off. So I'll go and subtract 4 ammo from my gun.
Oh, you still lose ammo on a jam.
Oh, -2 then.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's my turn.
All right.
Oh, wait. I actually do believe I may have forgotten something, because I forgot to take into consideration the additional sneak bonus for
your crit?
Yeah, for the crit. Cause,
That's a plus 20% chance.
It doesn't matter. It's dead.
yeah, but the question is if it was dead in one hit. Because my...
What's your crit normally?
5.
Then you need a 25 or less to crit.
Yep. Just wanted to double check.
Yep.
So yeah, it's still 2 shots.
All right.
So I believe next up is Tater Tot, because we're still in the surprise attack round.
Yes, because these other two have not really acknowledged existence, because they're off in their own little world. Wait. This one hasn't acknowledged existence. This one has, though. Because it... Yes, it woke up whenever it came out of its hole and everything and got shot. So it's the first bloat sprite to actually get an attack. Alright, let's see what's it gonna do. Oh, well, it only has one attack. That's wonderful. And... Alright. It is going to unleash a hail of 3 attacks on Masher and 2 on Barry, in that order. And after yeeting its barbs, it is going to use the last of its AP to get a bit behind its nest. Those first 3 are on Masher, last 2 on Barry.
I think I can safe to say no damage there, because that's even with -5 DT, it's not enough to pierce my my armor. And
The last one was a crit, though, so that's
That'd be 34.
34.
That ignores 5 DT.
okay, in that case, just to play it safe, let me double check. 34. And I'll add 5 to account for the DT, so 39.
Roll your poison resist plus 10 if you took damage.
For each hit or just once?
Just once. I'm not going to do it for each hit. That's...
That doesn't look right.
You must have put in damage reduction.
Because damage 39, DT 34, and I do have 10 DR.
Ah, that'd be why it's a percentage. Because damage reduction is a percentage, and that can get you decimals. I usually just round the damage up.
So how did
So you both took 5 damage.
On the first one, you have 0.34 for your DT. That's where it got wrong.
Huh. I must.
You edited.
So I must have accidentally hit the point button then.
Yep.
Okay, let's try it
Alright.
one more time and hope I get it right. That's still 5 damage. It's too minimal.
Alright, then I'll just count it as 5. So, after damage is applied, roll poison resist plus 10, or take...
One random
I
special
assume
damage.
that's supposed to be... I assume that's supposed to be -1?
What do you mean -1?
Take 1 random special damage. Oh, I didn't see the damage part. Per turn for 3 turns. So, each of you roll a 1d7 and... Yeah.
Well, that's if they fail their poison resist.
If they fail the poison resist. Alright, you all pass your poison resist. So, on to Tattertot.
You'll just mosey on over here. And I think they got those there. He'll aim at this one first.
This one is which one?
Put an arrow
Just
again.
ping it. Yeah, there you go. Alright, you get a sneak attack bonus on that one,
Okay,
or the
so-
one next to it.
Okay, I hit for a total of 40 damage, 2 hits, each hit ignoring 2 DT.
It is dead. He's died. And
Okay.
yeah,
Then I'll shoot at this one, and with all the penalties and whatnot, this will be versus 60. I'm just not taking the time to fix my macro. So that will be a miss by 6, and I can make one more shot. And that will be a miss by 22. And miss the shot.
alright. Roll. You shot twice, so roll 2d4s. You missed twice, and both of them hit the hive and whatnot. So, yeah.
Okay. 2 and 1.
Alright, so this bullet sprite will pop out. This guy over here is already dead, I think. Because you did hit him once, I think, and that killed him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Might want to put a little mark of this guy being dead too.
Which one?
This one over here, the one that that Masher got on his first one. Because that was a kill and still no red X on him. Don't want to mistake him for a...
That is right. I believe. And then another boots raid. So you killed 2. 2 came out to replace them. So anything else on your turn?
I thought only one was killed.
Alright, let me look at this math and things. Yeah, he didn't hit that one, actually, did he?
Yeah, I only hit one over on the right. I didn't hit that second one.
Oh, well, my brain is just all out of stupid. Alright, so. You killed 1. 2 others came out because you shot the hive. And I'm going to add them to the turn order right now. I just love it whenever you accidentally keep making more enemies pop up and my map is moving on me because it's stupid. Yeah. Add turn and same for you. Need to order those appropriately. The one thing about this system, combat is really slow.
Well, if you keep adding enemies.
Mm-hmm. It can move along at a fair pace once you get into it. But yeah, if you're constantly adding more enemies into it, well, that does slow it down a little.
That is true. Alright, so which one is this? It is that one. Alright. And this one's gonna fly over. Get a better line of sight on Tatatat. And roll to attack 5 times. Because he is mad. You shot his friend. Copy that. Alright. And that is all it's doing.
Start again. Just start it again.
Whoa, a crit. Better look out. That's some big damage.
It's the only one that actually hurts me.
Actually, that's a good question. If you fail that roll, does that mean you take 2 random special damage per turn for 3 turns?
Nope.
Oh. Oh well.
And I pass my poison resist, so I'm not poisoned.
Alright, that's good. his friend is going to come to the fray as well, aiming at the cyborg.
Yeah.
Five attacks.
And nothing that gets past my DT.
Nice.
That bullet sprite's dead, so just gonna take its token off. Jean, it is your turn.
Right, I'm just going to unload on the hive in front of me.
Alright. So roll your fire damage from your first turn.
That's 8. And 83 damage. Does burning stack?
Mm-hmm.
Does burning stack? I don't think so.
I think it just refreshes the countdown.
Yes.
I'm gonna fire again if the thing isn't dead.
These hives are pretty tanky. They're not the most absurd thing in the world, but I need to see what the actual damage is after that. Well, I also need to actually do my math, right? It is not dead, but it is more than likely going to be finished off by the burning damage. So, as well as the bullet sprites within it.
Alright, I think I'll head for the one on the top.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll target the blood strike first.
It is dead.
Okay, I have no idea what the heck that was.
Aha.
Roll20 has had a seizure. Oof,
Okay, there's
that's
the
so
first
odd.
one there was a 59, so I'm just gonna go with that. And 92 damage.
So that's 92 overall.
92 damage to the hive. Yeah, total. And burning. It's on fire.
I will not do the burning until your next round, because that's how burning works.
Yeah, I know,
Burning
just the same. That's.
This float sprint will attack you 5 times. Because you are burning its houses, basically. And its family. And all the things that might also be inside of these mounds. Well, this bloat sprite is a really terrible threat.
Wait, am I being attacked? Or?
Yeah.
Yes, you, Gene.
I don't see them next time.
They are a ranged enemy, and it is right here. Right here. Only one attack hits, dealing 11 damage.
That
Ignoring
does
5
go
d2.
through my. That does go through my armor. It does 3 damage. What poison is this? That's a fair one. Do I just roll 1d7 for special? That takes damage.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be perception.
You lose 1 perception. Temporarily. Alright, Masher, is your turn.
Alright. Well, thankfully, one of them has been kind enough to plant itself at point-blank range.
So that's a plus 15 for you to hit.
Yes. And now that I've added this thing, you can ignore the little line at the bottom of that thing, so Still a total of minus 15 to hit because of the size.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. First is
So-
I think it's safe to say it's dead.
It's dead.
It's dead, Jim.
Alright. We mark him as Goner. Gonzo. Extinctified. And anything else on your turn?
Yeah, just check punches quickly. Move action to get a little closer. And he's going to fire at the lower one.
Is that 97 a jam?
Yeah, that's a jam. Which really sucks, because that next one was...
Yeah, sorry. I'm not there, and I don't have peanut butter to offer you.
Alright. Anything else with the jam having happened?
Just some cursing and frustration. A quick question to you, too. So
Alright.
I know I lose the... So I'm going to lose the one round. I assume the others are fine, because they never got
Yeah,
a
the
chance.
others are fine.
That is correct.
Minus one bullet.
Alright.
Yeah, that's the
Barry, it is your turn.
Okay.
There are two bloat sprites unless one of you, besides the fire expert, hits the hive.
Let me check to make sure I'm not in it. Would you say that I can hit both of these guys without Masher being in my line of sight?
Unless it's a really bad miss, you will not hit Masher. And that's only if you are aiming at this one whenever you miss.
Okay, so starting off, popping sats. So going to take one roll at the higher one. How's he looking after that?
With his eyes.
As far as his condition.
He is still alive.
Fire 2. How about now?
He no longer is alive. Yeah, he's dead now.
And just to make sure, just give me a sec to double check my perception. 6. Oh, excellent. I'm going to take a precise shot, because if I remember correctly, precise shot I can dump extra AP into a shot to precisely aim it, adding the AP to my percent to hit, up to 3 times my perception. So in addition to the 20 for the shot itself, I'll be adding 15 to my 2 hit chance, because I do not want to risk hitting Masher. So add 15 to this roll. Close, but the extra 15 makes it solid. So yeah, the bottom one gets hit for the 26 damage minus 2d8.
It is still alive.
Congratulations. Your odds of waking up with a grenade in your sleeping bag have not increased.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
Yeah, it was really close too, so I'm glad I put that extra 15 for that extra safety.
Masher, you're standing here after shooting this bloat sprite, and suddenly a laser nearly singes a bit of what hair you have left as it passes by your face and smacks into the bloat sprite.
Just turns
Cattertops.
give a look.
I've got sats. There was you were just fine.
All right. So I'm going to spend 12 AP to give myself a plus 12 bonus. So I'll be rolling against a 72.
All right.
Oh, I have to do that per attack. That's nice to know.
Yeah, per attack.
Okay,
For the precise
going at
shot.
this one, because that's the only one I can see. Pew.
That's the only one's alive. Outside.
I missed by 1.
Alright, let me see how many bloat sprites are still up here. Roll a 1d2.
2.
You now have another glowing bloat sprite out here.
Aim again. Fire at same one. Okay, that's a hit. 18 and 18.
He only has 11, so he is dead.
And I'll spend the remaining AP to aim at the glowing one for my next turn. So I have that bonus for the first attack, and that will be turn because I'm out of AP.
Alright, I gotta add this glowing one. You know what, I'm just gonna use the bloat sprite's previous initiative for him, just to keep things going. He's gonna fly over to here. Not there, I said over here. And that's just making the token go out of whack. You know what, frick it. It wanted to be all weird, it's now huge. Token, so. Yeah.
My God.
Alright, so. It knows it's probably screwed, but it's gonna try.
Honor demands it.
The first 3 attacks will go to Taratot, then the next to Masher, and the one after that will go to Barry.
He's probably got to shoot through Masher to get to me.
Well, if he misses, then I'll hit Masher as well. For like a second time, so. One, 2, 3. First 3 Chatterpots. Let's see what those do. That first one's a miss.
Remember,
Second
because of their
one.
size, they are rolling versus 92.
Okay.
However, let's see. Not one of those overcomes my DT.
Not even the critical.
Not one of those is critical.
The first one.
First one is 68 versus 62 for 18 damage.
Oh, I just saw the green outline on the number.
However, I do have to take the rads from being hit. So.
No.
That's annoying. But I can handle it. I'm a big boy.
Oh, the rat.
Alright, 4th attack goes to Matcher. $10 damage and 21 rads. Ignoring 5 DT. And the final goes to Barry for 9 damage and 19 rads, ignoring 5 DT.
Does not get through my DT.
Alright.
And my rad resistance is 20, so no rads either.
No, your rad resistance is a percentage. So you resist 20%. So the last one hit you said?
Yes, 20% of 19.
$15.2 is what you would take.
So for just round it to 15.
That's what I'd do.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Ah, man. I accidentally deleted that turnover thing. Whoopsie doozy. Alright. Gene, it is your turn.
I'm just going to open fire. on
Roll.
this, Oh, right.
2 burning. Well, you're 1 burning damage because the other hives already burned to death. $10. Alright.
I'm going to open fire on this.
$96.
And I'll shoot again if it's still on.
It is still alive, if only barely, and since you're shooting it again, I am certain it's going to die. Yes, it is dead. Oh, that was your damage, but still. It's probably gonna die. Yeah, it's dead. As well as all the bloat sprites within. Which was 1. No, I mean, which was 3. Yeah, sorry. I couldn't see that one. I was blind there for a second. And your next action?
I'm gonna reload half my rounds. That's the 10 AP. So I have 5 more shells in the gun. And I'll spend the last AP to move into position. But first I'll ask, you guys need my help with the big one?
Probably not.
It's not actually big, it's just the token was being dirt.
Alright, I'll use my last AP to... Yeah, fly over to the next. And that's my...
Alright. On from Gene. Masher. Are you ready to possibly finish off this glowing bloat sprite?
Yes. First question. How deep is this water?
How deep is this water? About 10 feet. In the deep,
Okay, so I can't
and
use
in the
water.
deeper areas around, here and here, it's more like 15. If you're wondering.
Okay, so to go in, I would actually have to swim. Got it. Okay, so on the shore. I wish I could remember numbers for longer than 5 minutes. Unjamming weapon. And firing weapon at the glowing one.
It would die on the 3rd of those if it hit.
First 2 damage rolls completely missed, the second 2 damage rolls completely missed. The third 2 both hit, and the last one was critical.
Yes, it is dead. It explodes in a mess of green blood and gore next to your critical.
I should have gotten right under it. Oh well.
And that ends combat, because I'm just going to assume that Gene will burn out
Yeah,
the
freeze
last
the hive
hive until it
Yeah, that's probably a nice, safe assumption.
Burn it with fire.
so. And combat is over. And you all killed 9 bloat sprites for a total of 90 caps. And destroyed 3 hives for a total of 160. Bringing it up to 250. You can distribute those however you like. And unless you need to talk to anyone on this map, I presume we will move the tokens to the next.
Apart from apart from collecting the caps, which I'm pretty sure we've already just done.
Yes. There is a zebra with a pipe smoking here, someone who looks decently drunk, both in the tunnel that you're going down, as well as a zebra who, at a glance, seems to be wearing some sort of stable uniform up towards the tunnel that leads that way, which would be, I believe, the west tunnel.
Crystal Leclerc, is that you?
Yes, that would be west tunnel number 3. You guys are currently going down east 8, I believe. Sorry about that. Hey, Bert. Yes, you are going down east 8 if you head this way to go see the Mentor.
Yeah, if we're going to see the Minotaur, that's where we're going. I guess the question is, does the zebra or the drunk pony say anything to us in passing?
The drunk pony just waves. Zebra thanks you guys for taking care of the small little bunch of hives that have fallen from up above. And it carries some bags and whatnot through the area that you were just in.
Alright. On to the next area then.
Alright. Players to this map. Walking around the corner of a curved tunnel, you end up in this area with a decently loud rushing river on your far opposite side, and a few ponies mingling about, getting buckets of water, chatting, stuff like that. There are, like, just your average unicorn. There's a bat pony, another bat pony, another bat pony. Someone with a cybernetic leg, and something that you're not really sure what it is. It looks pony, though.
Let me guess, we steal the legs of one and bury one.
I'm not looking for a cybernetic leg.
But what about 4?
I'm not looking for 4 cybernetic legs either. I'm looking to strike a balance between cybernetics and flesh. What I'm looking for includes a horn and wings.
Okay.
Oh, Besides, I'm not going to take somebody else's cybernetics while they're still alive. And don't even think of
Why would you murder them for them?
I'm not going to do that either.
I'm not saying we murder them for the legs. We find some other reason.
What if they sell you the legs? I'm sure they detach.
It's only one hind leg. It's just the one hind leg. Is
I don't need or want a leg. If the only thing I may do is ask them where they got their cybernetics from.
Well, that's a good idea. Why don't you go and ask them?
Try not to
If
get
you'll
in
not
trouble.
live, now waivers.
that was a clusterfuck of words.
Yeah, care to repeat that?
And moments passed.
I'm just gonna mute myself and listen to the Secret Tunnel
Alright.
remix.
Okay, Barry will go up to the point with cybernetics and ask them if they can share where they got their cybernetics from.
Alright. As you come up to this purple pony with purple pants and a green mane and one singular cybernetic leg, they will take a second to respond as they are tinkering with something in their hooves and whatnot. What were you asking? Sorry, I was a bit preoccupied.
No worries. I saw you had a cybernetic leg, and I was wondering if you could share where you received your cybernetics from.
Well, if you're wanting to find cybernetics and whatnot, why not go wherever you seem to have gotten yours from? I mean, you're pretty kitted out.
The cybernetics I got her from back on the mainland, and these were the only ones at the facility I got them from.
Well, these were mostly a gift, but for me, a few years ago, I think that they got them from the island north of here. Yeah, that's... You said you're from the mainland, you probably don't know where the bridge is. It's on the far east corner of this island. Far northeast corner. There's a bridge, or unless you just finally got to it. I haven't been over there in a long time. But there's a bridge that used to connect the two islands. if it's still there at least.
Barry will make a note of it on her map and map on her pip book. Thank you very much.
I think they got them in a settlement called Little Town or something like that.
Yep. Another map note is made. Thank you again. So, finding decent cybernetics can be a bit of a tall task at times.
And I walked around on a peg leg for 2 years, maybe 2.5. So yeah, they're pretty rare.
Very well. Thank you again, and have a good day.
Might I ask where you guys are going? Because you have a decent group here.
We've been given a task by the mayor. We're going to see to check in with a Minotaur friend of the end of hers who hasn't checked in a while.
I think I know who you're talking about. Let me just, what was his name again? He's a bit of a recluse. Hides out down there with his mayor friend. There's also a few diamond dogs that just live down there. I think his name is Rug. Minotaur names are weird, so I may be wrong, but I think that's how you pronounce it.
What?
Yeah, he's just down this tunnel a little ways, and you will run into his end of these, tunnels.
Thank you for the directions.
No problem. But as I said, he's a kind of a recluse. Beyond just some diamond dogs he keeps employed down there in his she will say in hoof quotes, zoo of his, as well as one of his, his only. He's kind of a loner as well. But his mayor friend also lives down there with him, so.
Hopefully we can see how he's doing so we can put the mayor's mind at ease.
Yes.
Now he wants to know if you can get the kid for some expo.
Very well. We'll be off then. Thank you again. And with that, Barry will go off with the rest of the party to the next area towards the Minotaur.
All right. I also noticed that Terratut was over by the water. Is there anything you're doing in particular?
Steering forlornly across the water at what might have once been. And passing gas.
I can note that the Bat Pony child behind you immediately recoils at your smell.
It had to be done. No regrets.
No, it didn't have to be done.
Oh, but no, we didn't. Alright. The joys of this wonderful, wonderful ragtag group of adventurers and a merchant.
You know, it's a day when the rotten potato bone is the better smelling of the two.
Walk behind me, and you won't be for long.
Face Hoof.
This is why you're at the back of the line, Carrot.
I tell you, lay off the strong cheese.
And I keep telling you, you're not my supervisor.
Carrot, if you had a supervisor, they wouldn't. I don't know.
Well, apparently you seem to think I'm your bodyguard, so I guess that does make me your supervisor.
Well, if you're my bodyguard, that means I'm your supervisor.
Well, you never hired me, so we're neither.
Well, then why are you talking about it?
To waste time until the next map loads.
It's loaded. And
That's
I
too
told you
meta.
Hellhounds. I told you Hellhounds. I called it.
Those are not hellhounds, those are diamond dogs.
And at least one rat hog.
And multiple Cazadors.
They are all in cages behind very tough-looking steel bars that go into the ceiling.
They're not
And-
strong
Yeah.
enough.
And the monstrosities.
Yeah, I know. It's the Cazadors.
And guys within the upper half.
Yeah, some hospital horrors.
A big burly minotaur will come walking over. Hello and welcome to the Wasteland Zoo.
Greetings. We were sent here to check on you by the mayor. She apparently hasn't heard from you in a while and was getting worried.
Yeah, I probably drank too much. I thought I sent my messages up through the tunnels. Is there like gonna cave in or something? That'd be stupid.
Yeah, we did have
But-
to, we did have to deal with some blood sprite hives that were putting a bit of a damper on things that we have cleared out.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna explain that. Say, would you like to take the look around? We have all kinds of things from various corners of the wasteland.
I'm not sure if we have time because checking on you wasn't the only mission we received from the mayor. Apparently, somehow the Enclave has been getting in through the tunnel somewhere, and she wants us to find where they got in, how they got in, if anyone in the town was helping them, and to put a stop to it.
That sounds pretty serious. Well, if you ever want to take a look around, we have some Cazador, a few Bloodwings. There's a Radboar over there, and a Crocodile, Radicator, technically, but anyway. Also, I got my ledge of horrific monstrosities. The place that I got them from called them hospital horrors. Ooh, spooky.
Since you're probably more familiar with these tunnels than we are, do you have any suggestions of where we might look to find these these enclave intrusions?
I mostly stay down here, so I might not know, but wind, whistle, whistle. Where are you? Oh, there you are. A small pony that has been like sort of standing near him, and his much taller than even the bulkier of earth ponies. She will wave to you. Hello.
It's a pleasure to meet you, ma'am.
She is a smaller frame person, much like she's a little pip size, basically. You all want some directions around the tunnels?
That would be of great assistance.
Well, there's the... how should I explain this to an outsider? These tunnels are kind of split up into somewhat sections, I guess. Some races, prefer to keep to their own little parts of the tunnel. It's not, segregation or anything, but, we just like to have our own places. So, 20 ponies mingle around. There's the Kieran in the far south area. You should have probably seen, it was South Tunnel 2 whenever you come in from the main entrance. That's mostly just a dead end. Aside from that, there's East 1, which leads into a sort of residential area. It also branches off from the main entrance. East 1 leads to E2 and E3, both from the same room, because whoever named these tunnels is an idiot.
Not gonna
And
say
they
anything.
just keep going. I know.
Yep, and correct me if I'm wrong, but my Pitbuck also not only has a world map but a local map function. So perhaps I can approach her and have her show me on the local map function with my Pitbuck.
If you give me a minute, I might be able to put all of these maps on one page, just really small. Compared to what they normally are. So, 5-minute break and get anything you want to drink and whatnot, and I will do that.
Sure. So, 35 after.
Yes.
Alright, see you guys in a smidge.
Burp.
I have too many tokens, and I used a lot of them just populating this town. I'm gonna have to scroll through all of them. there's the main entrance map. Time to keep going and add on more things. Alright. Alright, what else? I keep trying to grab the actual map, like, things from the scroll area, instead of the token that I used to create said map. Which map is that?
Alrighty, I'm
Sorry
back.
for me. Sorry for me taking so long. It's just I have a lot of maps for this town for almost no reason. There's a lot of stuff that I've put into this one location because I got given an extra week to work on it in depth. Maps and tokens loading and shit. Nope. Nope. I know a thing I can do to help speed things along. Since she's pointing out this map and what to you, I will move you to the page. Alright. I've moved you all to the map that I'm building the It is unfinished. Just give me a second. And I will finish it. Alright. So, as she is pointing out the various locations and such, different bits are filled in on your map. Like, this place is named this, yada yada yada.
And as she's making all these pointing these things out to me, I'll be asking her in her opinion, there's any spots that say that she believes that that the Enclave could potentially sneak in from, that an insider might know and share with them.
All right. She'll point out that the tunnels leading to East 5, especially East 5, the end of East 5, there might be some people back down in there stating that Changelings, I love them and all, but I've known a good few deceitful ones. Specifically the blackened, spooky, rotted looking ones. The other ones that, like, love life and are nice about sharing and stuff, those ones seem to be fine usually, but
out of character, I assume that means, are you talking about reformed changelings?
Yes, because the way I see it, technically, they would figure out how to reform on their own. Because Thorax just is like, what if I give love? And that's how that all worked out. So technically, they could figure it out themselves.
Alright, so. Good to know.
East
So
to, where's that map?
So the love takers rather than the love givers.
Yes, those ones. As I said, I like them, and some of them are pretty nice actually. But I would at least check there first. Not sure where else. Maybe those freaky light worship guys. Though that's just like meh, balls to the walls theory. Because I haven't seen them do anything really crazy. Just like wear white clothing and nothing else.
Well, I suppose it's worth looking into if the changeling angle doesn't quite work out.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll inspect these areas and see if we can find anything about how the Enclave have been sneaking in and where they've been getting their information. Thank you so much for your help.
Don't thank me. It's just being a kind party and all, like those followers of the apocalypse folk. Have you heard of them in yet? They seem to be a decently new group.
Can't say it's a group I've heard of.
Yeah, they're preaching about the being kind to everybody and whatnot, helping wasteland. So they're pretty nice.
Sounds like a good message.
I think that there's a group of them that have like maybe it's only like a rumor, but based on what I've heard, I think some of them might come here, like as a expansion like thing of their ranks. But that's just a hunch. Can't go get my hopes up that a bunch of kind-hearted, noble souls are gonna come to our little corner of the world.
Well, hopefully more of the more kind souls will make it out to these parts. By the spirits, I know that we could use more kind souls.
You're a spiritual type person?
A shaman.
Ah, yeah, that's what you guys are called. Tell me, can you really see the dead? I mean, or is that just like a way of bringing in the money or something?
Spirits of the dead fall into my purview. While wandering the mainland, I've helped many a restless spirit find peace and pass on.
Well, I can certainly see that that's pretty neat.
Although I don't really blame ponies for not understanding. even before the war, knowledge of shamanism amongst Pony kind was rather limited.
Yeah, well, what can you do?
Yeah, just help. Just help where you can when you can. That's about all.
I could like finish up this map and finishing everything, but I don't think you're going to go back through this area that you're in, because the area you're in is the only part I haven't done on the map yet, and I don't think you're going to go back through here anytime soon for like things that you're doing now. So I will finish it up later,
Okay.
if that's all right with you guys. Aside from that, you all will come back out through here. The child will glare at Tattertot as he passes because of his horrendous gas. That's way too big.
The child knows not what I saved them from.
Tater Tot, why is that little filly giving you the stink eye?
Because I gave her the stink.
Face Hoof.
That sounds kind
Yeah, I realized it after I said it. I passed gas and she was nearby. I didn't notice till afterwards. An unfortunate accident. An innocent casualty.
Yeah.
There's a reason we gave up on chemical warfare.
I thought fools thought that farts were funny.
The noise.
Not when they're on the receiving end. Alright. I just realized I'm going to have to do a really hard thing of figuring out how to do tunnels that go underneath other parts of the map, and I'll figure that out later. Oh no.
I'm pretty sure that either competition or I could help explain how to do that on Roll20.
That will be nice after session. Thank you. Alright, so. If I could actually grab the player bookmark thingy. Thank you. Just let me move you through the maps to get back to the main area. Ignore all the things you are seeing. They do not correspond to what you're doing right at the very second. Alright, here you go. Coming back to the central area here of the south tunnel, west tunnel, and east tunnel, main like passageways, you can see that this congregation that was happening earlier has since split up and is now doing their various things. Through town and whatnot. A alicorn, purple with some white coloration, will come up to you guys. Hello! I believe you are the mainlanders some people have been talking about, wandering through town.
Who's asking?
Sorry. Let me introduce myself. I am blooming light. I am one of the, I guess you could call me a recruiter for the Church of the Light. I was wondering, would any of you be interested in attending a sermon?
Sorry, the last cult I joined prohibits me from joining other cults. I should have read the rules before joining.
Would the rest of you like to join a sermon?
Nah.
Okay.
I'm terribly sorry, but we have business to take care of first.
Well, if you change your mind, you can find us in most major populous centers that allow some of our practices.
I shall keep that in mind.
Thank you. She will trot off, white, basically stockings and mask in tow. Two of the other, followers of the lights, as they call themselves, are more completely adorned in white. One of them is wearing what looks like a skull with some horns on it, and the other is clearly a zebra that has painted over his black stripes. They don't really talk to you or anything as they pass. And as you pass them further into the east tunnel, heading toward the Changeling Hive, I believe.
You're gonna have to tell us that, since you're the one who knows the maps inside and out and what's on them.
This is true. But you are heading towards the Changeling Hive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Based on her directions.
Yeah.
All right.
It's lead to go on, and better than just wandering the tunnels looking for things at random.
That is very true. Just let me move you all to the next map over, because there is a lot fewer maps leading to this place compared to the Mantor. Typically, there's only two. This being one of them. You walk through the wide open area that continue from the south Channel 1 map. It's a wide open area in that part. You walk through, it continues wide and narrows down some, with rubble and rocks along the walls. There's a mare, dark brownish tone with even darker brown, afro-esque chocolate-looking mane and glasses. State your who are you guys? You're new. What's your business here?
We're taking care of a task assigned to us by the mayor.
Alright. This is mostly the storage center, so unless you have anything to deal with in terms of town supplies and storage, do not go into the room right past me. This one. Otherwise, the only other thing this way would be the Changeling Hive. Yes, I believe. Their queen is Cassandra. And if the mayor is having another game of chess with her and or debate, please don't let her bitch about having lost the past 3 times as her on her way through here.
I'll keep that in mind.
Besides the mayor inside the storage area, there is a bat pony with pinkish mane and some dark charcoal-esque coat, and a very fancy, well-adorned pony in a black suit, nice tie, blue mane, white fur, carrying a golden revolver. And as you all pass him, he's down here near the bottom. Ah, mercenaries. My favorite kind of goons. Say, you group there. Could I interest you in a job offer?
Oh boy.
Ah, I see you. Roll your eyes off back there. Yes, I know there are some other individuals. A very talkative griffin that bothers me, who you may have experienced talking with. He's also in a suit. And if you haven't, I pray you never do because of his annoyance. No, I need a package delivered. I would leave this to the usual courier's office, but the last courier died about 2 months ago, so, and they haven't hired a new one yet, so I request your aid.
I suppose first the question would be, what's in the package?
Some mail, mostly a care package for a friend.
And the contents of that care package?
That will cost you extra. Well, I will pay extra if you don't know.
Would these mystery contents get us more likely to be shot at?
The answer is yes.
It depends on the groups that you may or may not encounter, depending on your route you take with package in hand. Well, in hoof, for the rest of you.
So yes, the answer is we would be shot at.
Most likely, given our luck. Alright. Next question is, To whom would we be delivering this package?
There is a pal of mine who lives on the westmost island from here. Though I did hear him say something about relocating south. So he may or may not have done that. I don't know. Best bet he's on the West Island. Works in one of the prisons. Well, the old pre-war prisons. I'm not sure what most of them are used for anymore nowadays. No, one of them is a slave den. I don't think he works there. At least I hope not. And I believe it is... Yeah, I don't remember the number off the top of my head, but I will tell you in Discord in an after session. And just a care package, as I said. Doesn't need to be delivered right at this very minute, but I will pay 1,000, taking off 50 for every month that it is not there.
We will discuss this while we're tending to our current affairs.
Very well. You can find me in the spider's web. It is up at the very top, outside.
We know the place.
Ah, I see you are acquainted. Well, I bid you adieu. And he will trot off from doing what he was doing, which seems to be just admiring his gun.
Always the dandy ones that give the vaguest of information.
And seem to want to get us into the biggest trouble. Because don't forget, get that that Griffin wanted us to help his friends who turned out to be slavers.
Yeah, that hasn't changed.
Yeah, we'll help them all right, with a bullet to the head. Since that is one of our big jobs to take care of now.
You know, there is something immoral we could do. We could accept their request, and just take whatever's in the box. That'd technically be stealing, though.
I've been worse.
I just don't feel comfortable delivering a care package that I don't know what's inside.
He did say he will pay you extra if you don't know, which means he would technically pay you just less if you knew what was in it.
I mean, we could take him at the, we won't know what's in it, and then just open it anyway once we leave.
That is possible, depending on some factors.
I mean, what's he gonna do? Shoot at us with his gaudy gun?
I mean, that'd probably still hurt.
Alright. As you continue down through the map on your pit book and the tunnels in physical real life, you will eventually come through a sort of corridor. Words. You will round the corner and be met with what can amount as a guard. Halt. What do you want?
Yeah, we're on business. A task given to us by the mayor.
He will briefly start to say something before shutting up and letting you through.
Alright, let's see
Let
what...
them see Cassandra. He will say to the next changeling over, and they will all let you pass.
Alright, let's begin the investigation.
Cassandra is the only token that is a changeling's face with purple-ish looking eyes down near the bottom.
I figured as much.
You get glares from a few changelings, mostly the Griffin, mostly Jean and Barry. You are the ones getting the most glares. Though there is one or two average ones at Masher, and Tater Tot's just like, he's getting a few glares, but not nearly as many as the rest of you.
Well, Masher's just gonna glare right back.
Oh shit.
Walking past...
I forgot to bring them their thong back.
Oh, God damn it. Walking past a changeling with an afro because reasons, you will enter into Cassandra's what looks like an office. Pretty clean as well, especially given that changelings... Well, you've seen the Hive in the TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Cassandra, as your pit buck has already properly named and everything, and as many have already said, is a very old and elderly looking changeling. Purple eyes, decently long and sharp fangs, and half of one of her wings is missing. Yes. What is it?
Greetings. We're here on a task given to us by the mayor. We're trying to investigate, because apparently some members of the Enclave have been finding ways to sneak into to the city through the tunnels. So we're trying to see if we can. See if we can find out how they're getting in and put a stop to it.
Pegasi. Well, I have a theory. There's a changeling in my ranks. She's young and weird compared to the rest of us. Her name is Snowglow. I bet it's her. Yeah, I bet it's her.
What makes you say that?
Well, she sticks mostly to herself. There is that other oddball in our ranks, a griffin and a changeling. In one, it's
A half.
this place sounds weird.
A half breed.
Hell if I know. They seem to spend most time together, off in the... They don't stay with us very often, though some changelings like them. Some pose her as the next queen after my death. If you can believe that. I bet it's her.
So she often goes wandering away from the hive. Well, Barry will turn to the rest of the party. I think we should interrogate her, see if we can get some answers.
Not sure you'd like my version of interrogation.
How about we start with questioning and work our way up from there?
Feel free to do as you like. If they are, as you say, much an enclave into the city, they both jeopardize our greater community here, as well as the safety of my hive.
That's why we've been sent here, to get to the bottom of this, of how they've been getting in, and of course to take care of any that might be hiding out that might already be in.
Yes.
So we'll see what we can find. Thank you for your time, Your Majesty.
And yours as well, Zebra. And Griffin. And others.
Alright, let's go.
Upon leaving the office and starting down through the halls and everything, a changeling carrying some books and whatnot, he's in a lab coat and whatnot, looks somewhat like a doctor, would trip and fall a little bit a little ways in front of you. I just have them stored down here. Let me grab them. He has to do the standard Velma from Scooby-Doo thing of finding their glasses. Can't find their glasses.
Barry will pick up and hand the glasses back to the changeling.
Thank you, Miss,
Mm, Barry.
thank you. Sorry for the, mess. I'll clean this up and get out of your way.
Barry and Root will help the changeling pick up. It's no trouble, really.
Thanks, I believe. That's proper, pony, customs? No, that's zebra customs, sorry.
It's all right. You're welcome.
The obviously either nervous or shy, or maybe a mixture of both, changeling will shake your hoof awkwardly for after you help him pick up his stuff and put it back in his bags and everything, and continue rushing down the halls out of the hive.
I feel like I should make a perception roll just to so I can make note of the kind of books that that I was helping pick up.
All right, roll perception.
Nice.
There were some medical books on surgery, a few things in the more magical sense, like casting this spell, casting some sort of shield spell, some regeneration-esque magic in there. Some just a dictionary or two, those kinds of things.
Those sound a lot like the kind of books I was looking into purchasing from the spell store. All right, I guess now we can continue going to talk to the next set of changelings.
And they're off here back in their little hidey hole, chatting, laughing it up somewhat. Best you can tell, it's just gossip, if anything. As you approach, I assume the whole party's here, but just tokens aren't because tight confined spaces, like on map.
There's Tater Tot and Masher.
Alright, I guess things got moved.
Yep, there we go.
Mid-war and whatnot, they were mostly like covert ops and stuff. This is out of game. Covert ops, just intelligence, anything that their services could provide.
So basically, spies for hire.
Yeah, basically. Working for either side, sticking to themselves, anything like that.
So what am I missing in the last few minutes?
Changeling Queen has recommended that you look into a changeling named Snowdrop, and they're what is sort of a changeling griffin hybrid friend, as the people that may be letting in the Enclave, and some nerdy, shy, glasses needing changeling-esque doctor dropped a bunch of dictionaries and magic books and medical books, which Barry helped him clean up.
I'll say we should probably not do too much of this, because it usually sounds kind of paranoid that this usually becomes.
I'm having a hard time hearing you, Gene. Mix of quiet and robot-y.
Hello?
That's better.
That's fair.
I was gonna say, we probably shouldn't be too aggressive in questioning, as there's a pretty good chance the old changeling queen is pretty paranoid about this one taking their place. So it could be a bias.
Well, they're not the only one paranoid around here.
All right. Upon approach, the griffin changeling will sort of step to be a bit between you and the white changeling with a golden mane. And they will squawk out, "What?"
We'd like to ask you a couple of questions.
About?
Well, apparently the Enclave have been managing to find ways into the tunnels. So we're trying to track down how they're getting in, and if need be, who's helping them. The job we've been tasked with is to put a stop to these incursions.
The griffin will, in decent anger, respond, "And you think it's me? Well, you think it's us? No. And just keep somewhat rambling on for a half a minute, maybe a fourth of a minute, before the other changeling will put a hoof on his shoulder and tell him to sit it down and everything. Enclave, let's say.
Yeah, that's what the mayor reported to us.
Well, I'm sorry to say that I'm not really in the know of any instance of Enclave being let in. I'd be happy to maybe look around some, but
Tell me, in your opinion, where would be the kind of place an insider would let them in?
I honestly, I don't know. I'm pretty sure all the waterways are mostly self-contained within town, and ones that aren't have like a dam or something just letting water in. But so I don't think they could get in that way, and the only other real way is maybe through the Paris Sprite Nest. I mean, not Paris Sprite, Boat Sprite Nest, and well, I think we'd have much more of an issue with those if that happened.
If anyone else wants to join in the questioning, feel free.
I'd like to, but I'm not personally invested in what happens here.
I find it hard to ask questions and keep an eye out for the inevitable betrayal at the same time.
I'm aware of it myself. Some things.
Also, it's more likely that, if we wander around and feel a draft, we'll find where they're coming in.
So far in your wandering, you have not felt any drafts.
Well, there we go. I'm out of ideas, and everyone's going to just point at everyone else, so...
Shoot them all, let Celestia sort them out.
What if we were to set up a big bug zapper? Oh, wait. That's for Changelings, not Megacide.
Tater
That's
Tot.
probably racist.
Tater Tot. Shut up.
Hey, you're the one that started asking others for input.
Yeah, but not input, that could be considered racist against those that we are currently talking to. We're trying to get to the bottom of this, not make enemies.
Well, actually, we would be making enemies of the Enclave, so, yeah, you're looking to make enemies.
Specifically of the Enclave, not of the locals.
For someone who doesn't want to die, talk to people, you're pretty provoking.
Yeah, that's because I'm not good at talking to others.
I can tell. Face off.
Well...
I apologize on behalf of our compatriot here if he said anything to offend you.
Oh no, you're fine. It's just... I can't think of much. And... how if I'm gonna be leading this... well, my family one day, I guess. Because that's technically what we are. Maybe I can't think of anything. I mean, we can't get in the front unless, like, maybe they knocked everyone out. But that's a little absurd even for Enclave to know. Ooh, spooky special ops guys, yeah. But maybe... ooh, I have an idea. A stakeout. I've heard about those, like, from the old Equestrian TV shows where the cops would sit down and wait for someone to come by and commit a crime or something, right? Those were pretty popular, I think.
Yeah, we need. Yeah, we need. We definitely need to find where they're getting in from, and if we can capture some of them before dealing with them, we can probably get a name for who's their insider.
I'm sorry if I'm not all that helpful. It's just I'm sort of new to this whole thing. I've only really been in this hive. They kind of adopted me, technically. I've been here around a year, maybe less. It's just that, yay, democracy in town. And so I figured, yeah, I'll throw my hat in the ring of next person to lead the hive. I'm starting to kind of regret that decision.
Yeah, given the vibes I was getting from the Queen, I can understand where you're coming from.
Well, hopefully my stakeout idea works. If you do that, you don't really have to, I guess. But
Yeah.
hey, it's for the shot.
Mm-hmm. First, we have to find a potential insertion point. So,
the mayor did say back when they first gave you this quest that they were after someone. If you can figure that out, then sit outside their house, maybe.
who do you remember? Did they mention who they were after? I don't remember.
Someone closer to the main entrance. They weren't a citizen of the lower town area because they haven't been really spotted in full beyond just maybe a random bed being found off in a tucked out corner. So it's someone either outside or in the main marketplace. Or the West Tunnel 1 and East Tunnel 1 interiors. Those are the only places, though.
So the question is, of those places, where do we go to potentially do this stakeout? I think that it's time for a little bit of a group talk to try and plan our next move. So what do you all think? Should we try this stakeout, or should we keep searching for potential entry points?
Well, we really don't know where to do the stakeout, right?
Most that I was able to get from the mayor was that they seemed to be after some point that was nearer to the entrance.
Well, if we were to stake out there, then they would have likely already activated stealth bucks or something to get that far, and we'd have less of a chance to see them, and we're not even sure of who their target is. So finding entry points is probably the more efficient use of time.
Yeah, that does sound like a good idea.
Of course, all my ideas are good ideas.
Right.
Hey, any plan I've suggested that we've done has yet to fail.
I'm not going to say anything. Let's just go and continue our search. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
I was talking to the Changelings, Tater Tot.
I know.
Face Hoof.
What is that one? The third or the fourth?
Actually, it was the 5th. I'm trying to reach 7. That'd be a new record.
That's nice. It's bad, but it's nice. Alright.
I think I'm gonna conk out.
We're not too far away from our normal ending time anyways, so...
Half an hour, basically.
So just pick up next time, resuming our search for possible entry points.
Yeah.
Resuming search for all entry points, setting up stakeouts, any of that stuff that you decide to do.
Waiting for the changeling's sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Okay, so then let's wrap up.
Hey, do you know my actual theory on what is going on here? There is no Enclave sneaking. It's changelings transforming into Enclave individuals while they're doing their thing.
Yeah, that was my first guess too.
It's not something that we can rule out just yet. So, yep, we can just wrap it up there, and we'll pick up same time next week. To everyone who came to watch, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed our not that many shenanigans this time around. We actually were able to get some things actually done.
Gasp.
Anyway, until next time, take care. Bye.